Please welcome my guest today, Moriko Kyoho, aka BatAtVideoGames.
Gamers.
Oh, we have studio. You're already betraying me. That shouldn't have happened. Anyways,
a very good start.
Hello. Moriko, are you there?
Yeah.
Yay!
It works. Am I on TV? Hi, Mom. I made it.
Yay!
I'm
Bat
famous
made it.
now.
Yeah. Well, thank you first off so much for being on the show today. Really excited to have you. For anyone in chat who might not be familiar with you, if you could introduce yourself.
Yeah, alrighty. I'm Moriko Kyoho. I'm a fruit bat living in your basement. That's right, you. Omnipresent in everybody's basement at the same time. Stealing fruits, playing the video games. Yeah, that's pretty much all I do. I used to live with my gamer parents in a gamer cave until I realized that it said gamer cave actually doesn't have good Wi-Fi. So I moved out on my own, and now here I am making it as comfy as possible.
Yes, indeed. I know I don't actually have a basement, but apparently you're still there. We'll figure out how that works. So you're actually the fourth member of the stream team Yoko Meshi to be on my show. I've had Shirara on, I've had Yozo on, I've had Little S on. Now I get to have you. And just for anyone who isn't familiar with Yoko Meshi, it is a stream team of you and it's either one or two that I still have yet to get to.
Yeah. You had Little S, you had Yozo, you had Shirara, you're missing Eros
and Koopa.
Yeah, Eros and Koopa.
Yeah. So, anyways, fantastic stream team. Definitely check all of them out. But today it is your time to shine, Moriko. And goodness, you've been busy lately. Just this past week, you actually were doing your monthly mega marathon, and this time it was an actual mega marathon because you were playing Mega Man.
Oh yeah, you do like one endurance event a month. I actually skipped last month to actually get stuff done, but I've been doing them since April, and it usually ends up being a blast one way or another. She been gaming. Also, I must apologize for chat.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry. Hey, you know, I've been in your chat. I know what I'm getting myself into here. Also, chat, please let us know if there's anything wrong with the audio. We did a quick level check beforehand, but want to make sure that Moriko is coming through loud and clear. So if I need to lower down the BGM or anything, do let me know. Yes, of course you would say to mute yourself. That was great yesterday when just chat was getting on you and saying you're muted when you definitely weren't muted. Also, chat, just so you know, I tried to cancel the show today so I could have the boat on instead, but the boat was sadly unavailable.
Do you want the boat?
Oh my god!
Do you want the boat?
Everyone, please welcome our special guest today, the boat. The screen share is a little bit off there, but whatever. Also get to see your wonderful transition there. I love that transition. It's so good.
Yeah, I cut the screen before the boat appeared. I'm sorry. We've been stolen out of the boat.
If you want to see the boat, you're gonna have to go to her stream.
Exactly.
That's the benefit. That's the killer app that gets people in the door. Come for the boat, stay for the bat. Exactly.
It's such a funny scene too because I spontaneously had the idea because at some point recently, because my GPU chip kind of melted, just completely fucked. I cannot play anything that requires anything that's more than maybe a retro game or whatever. So even playing Binding of Isaac, which was something I used to do weekly because people love gambling whether or not I will win the run. And spoiler, I usually lose. But in case my VTube studio would crash, I would always switch to I really need a scene to switch to. I didn't want to go for the BRB scene because that was as iconic as it may be, I really feel like that would just make people believe that I would be completely gone. So I did something very short to make people understand, oh god, something's wrong, but it will probably fix in 1 to 2 minutes. So I had the dumbest idea, what if I take the iconic meme boat and just with the cheesy ass song until
it looks like something that would be on just one of those really like random karaoke videos. You know how sometimes you go to a karaoke place and they'll just have the most odd videos going while there's the lyrics on top of it. Just for some reason, I got those vibes from it.
I'm glad you got those vibes from it because the backstory to the boat is a little bit heavier than.
Oh no!
Oh no! It's a big meme. I'm not sure if I should go on an interview about it, but it's. Anyway.
But yeah, so you were doing the Mega Man marathon, and your monthly marathons, last month notwithstanding, or something like you mentioned, has become irregular. I think the first time I actually ever saw you, I was raided into your channel when you were doing the Pokemon Heart Gold marathon. At least, if memory serves, that's what it was. That you were still in the first couple days of the marathon. I was around for the Tin Tower debacle when you made it all the way to the top and then realized, oh wait, you hadn't done this particular, I don't even remember what it was yet. You had to talk to someone and get something before Ho-Oh would actually appear.
Yeah, I walked all the way up and I actually didn't have whatever prerequisite I needed. That was kind of awful.
Yeah, so you had gone through all of those, just the little hopping puzzles and everything. Luckily, on your second pass through, you remembered most of them, so it didn't take too much longer. But it was this big suspenseful moment. All right, we're gonna see Ho-Oh. This is gonna be great. Get to the top. Where's Ho-Oh? But why is it not showing up?
Yeah. I'm glad that was one of your first impressions.
It was a lasting impression indeed, but hey, we're here now, and that's what matters. So, how did the first Mega Marathon actually start? Where did the idea come from? Was it just, all right, you're trying to do something like a subathon and wanted to put your own twist on it? Was it, okay, I want to play this game and just see how far I can push myself? Where did it all begin?
Oh, it began in April, and that is probably also, to say, the most legendary one that I just can't seem to top no matter what wacky ideas I pull off, because I thought, hey, what if I, instead of a subathon, because one thing, I was as great as subathons are, because gift subs really help people, like they can use the emotes and they, don't have to watch the ads. But at the same time, donations at least arrive 100%. So I was like, what if I make something small, something that, like one singular endurance stream? I was very naive, by the way. I was really fucking dumb, because the idea was, okay, what if I play through either Donkey Kong Country or Crash Bandicoot, or what's the third game? Yoshi's Island, and people basically have the chance to make me go back a few levels. I thought, okay, fuck it, $2 for one level is not a lot, because each game has very short levels, and to add a spin to it, I also allowed to switch between games to scatter the process. And one thing that I didn't expect back then, and that was really silly, is the fact that I had also redeems for $20 make me play through Mario Land 1, $20 make me play through the entirety of Kirby's Dream Land, or so the Big the Cat Story, or $10 one Garfield card game. I added these as a joke, and I didn't expect to see any of them more than one time. Anyway, I streamed 30 hours in one session, 20 hours. I was doing Mario Land, Kirby's Dream Land, Garfield card, and Big the Cat over and over before I even got to start the game.
Oh no!
But yeah, that was kind of how I somewhat learned to not underestimate it. I thought, okay, I'm gonna do maybe 1 30-hour stream, and maybe it's not gonna blow up that much. I had an average of maybe 30 to 50 people back then, so the fuck do I know? Anyway, yeah, it became a little bit of a monthly thing, just to because I had a lot of dumb ideas like that, and every time I thought, okay, now that I thought it through, it's not going to be that bad, and every time I underestimate just how much chat is willing to make the streamer suffer.
And I like the selection that Mario Land, so it's specifically Mario Land, not Mario World.
Yeah, because
I remember playing that one on the Game Boy. That was an annoyingly difficult game.
The thing is just really, it's a little bit difficult, but first of all, if you do it 8 times in one stream,
once you get to know it, I'm sure.
But it's also a short game. The main reason why I put $20 for either that or Kirby Streamland or whatever, it's because you are realistically, even at your worst, it's gonna be like 1 hour at most. But like if you get better, it's gonna be like even 40 minutes or like less than that too. It's not.
Yeah, because it's only 4 worlds, not the usual 8 or anything,
Exactly,
so it's not that bad. But yeah, that was that one, and somewhere along the line, the wheel got added.
Exactly. We actually originally got its own endurance stream, basically, where it was 100 different challenges where people can basically gather these coins. So channel points. It was actually like the first to financial support, but at the same time, I was like, I really want more people to like do whack shit. So that I've been saying for months, save up your bad coins, that is, the channel currency, and just kind of dump it in there so people can have spins. And I really wanted to make sure that it's like varied. Like basically, I made sure that it's a lot of small tasks to add variety, like all kind of different games or stuff like. I don't know, Gachi Vibe Along or Zatsudan or
chat saying what? You were breaking up. I saw Ninja blip once or twice. I think we're back. Hopefully.
Oh no.
For once, chat, you can't blame Bat for the scuff. This would be my scuff. I think that we're good right now. Let me double check something. Yeah, we're still good there. Are we coming back in clear again?
Okay, hope so.
Okay, yeah. Because I was watching the levels and it just sort of blipped out of existence for a minute there. I've never seen that happen before, so hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, different continents probably.
Possible. Well, to be fair, you are not the first different continent guest that I have had, and usually things are all right, so hopefully that was just an anomaly. But anyway, so the wheel, it's 100 different things. How long did it take you to think up enough things to fill that whole thing out?
I actually just like randomly throughout the days, like it was not like one evening where I sat down and wrote it down. It was more like
you took a week anytime something pops into your head.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, I had like actually the original idea of it was on pen and paper. Like I just had it on the table, like, oh hey, what if I add this and that? But I made sure like some of the names are longer, some much like basically there were like 10 that were full games, about 20 that were more viewer interaction. 10 that were stuff like wheel meta related, like spin again, do both, or like whatever, or like spin again to don't do the next one, like stuff like that. And it was just a fun idea that I had. People seem to really like it. It's why I brought it back during the Mega Man marathon to make sure that it's not just only Mega Man, but also some stuff in between.
Yeah, and it definitely creates a good amount of variety. That way it's not just watching the same thing over and over and over again. It allows people to, see those different things, and allows you to also not get bored of playing the same thing.
Exactly.
I have to imagine at some point, just usually when is it in the marathon that you're like, okay, this is getting a bit old? Is it around day 2 or 3, or are you able to just keep things fresh enough with chat that it doesn't feel as bad as it might?
I don't know. I'm just built different. I just have fun. Because I'm able to bounce off of chat, but also, I don't know. My usual reason is I've been playing Monster Hunter for a good decade, which is used up until a certain point was always the same game, but redone with like a few more monsters, maybe one new gimmick if they were nice in that new game. But basically, Call of Duty of Monster Hunting, if you want to call it that, and it's just I don't mind repetition. I don't know. It doesn't bore me as long as I somehow as long as I'm not less interested in the game.
Well, that's good, and definitely I suppose that's the benefit of having a highly antagonistic chat, but it's loving antagonistic.
Yeah,
it's all in good fun, that everyone's having a good time, and they certainly give you material to work with.
It's like a mutual hate, but
yes,
maybe not actually hate, but don't tell them that.
Chat tsundere.
Mutual tsundere here.
Oh, wait a minute. Did somebody somehow redeem a bonk, or did you do that to yourself?
I did not do that to Am I redeemed someone? You absolute bastard!
Congratulations, this is my 33rd show. I have never had somebody get a channel redeem from their own channel on my show. Chat, I give you full permission to abuse this.
I hate this. I just wanted to have a friendly interview. Let me just quickly tell him once and for all, I fucking had it. Let me just stop this.
Because I was like, wait a minute, I can't imagine her bonking herself in just like the middle of a sentence like that.
No.
Oh no.
I didn't turn anything off. Ow!
Incredible. Well, I was gonna say sooner or later we might as well show off some of your other models because you're a bat of many looks.
Yeah. It's actually one that you have probably not even seen so far even.
Ooh, VTuber Talk exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, okay, some of my viewers have seen it, some have not. I might get changed here real quick if you wish to proceed. All right, no looking, especially my people know the drill. No looking. This goes to VTuber Talk.
All right, no looking, chat.
No looking, absolutely no looking.
Well, she's changing. All thanks to some of the people who have been following. Let's see here. Who do we have? ASTW, Xavier VT, Fourth Wind 789. Or the bat, Bjorn 117. Slime Deposits and Rusty Snackleford. Thank you so much for the follows. I'm excited because I know
why.
And there's just that little bit of the hammer was visible past the screen, so.
all right.
Pasal IF and Arukato and 2Q2. Oh, 2Q to see. I see what you did there. And Nanomancer. Yay!
Here we go. Let me just alley-oop. Yeah! There I am, without any bones. 100% wobble. Absolutely peak performance here. The lovely Pompino allowed me to become a Batryoshka. And yeah, I can pretty much vibe as much as I want. One
fantastic.
downside of that form, we like to call it bonus here, but yeah, but because I don't have my how do I say that without drawing attention, but basically I don't have legs. Like, I feel like that's not much of a secret. It makes me a little bit sad, but without my gorilla grip toes, I cannot hang onto the ceiling. Ow! Ow! Jesus fuck! No more bonks. Anyway.
And that bonk was still somehow upside down.
yeah. But you see, my bad gravity doesn't really work that way. I cannot really do that. So what I have to instead resort to is to actually grab a balloon and just do it that way instead. It's a little bit very silly. It works though. Trust me.
Because I've seen the wobbly form. I've never seen the balloon. Also, I don't know why, but we're losing some frames here.
Oh no. Yeah, stop doing that. Streamer!
Oh no! She found me!
It's my turn to be the annoying viewer. Streamer!
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. Because we're still good with electron capture, getting that through. This is the first time I've had this type of lag on this one. As always, built different.
I'm too high spec.
Too high spec, built different. Well, my apologies, chat, but hopefully at least we can continue to come in loud and clear. So, and this was Pompino, you said?
Exactly. Pompino's another VTuber, a scarecrow, and she's the one who drew it. And now, can you guys stop barking?
I've actually seen Pompino. She's a lovely, like you mentioned, scarecrow, sort of jack-o'-lantern VTuber.
Yeah.
I was tuning in to her Gourd tier list stream earlier this week. That was very fun. Definitely check out Pompino. Let me see if I can. Pompino, I believe it is.
Yeah, it's 2I, like, you know.
There we go. Yeah. Awesome. I didn't actually know that she was the one that did that model. That's fantastic.
Yeah. There's also wait, let me get changed once more. Once more, I would like to beg everyone to not wait, let me put it down here. Do not perceive. Do not perceive, but I'm gonna choose a rather unusual form that I have not here we go. Here we go. I got it as a gift a while ago and I'm still looking for it. Oh, it's yeah. There we go.
This one I have not seen.
Yeah. You can see it's my head just holding it.
Yep. I appreciate the googly eyes.
Yeah, it's what really makes it.
That's incredible. That's so good. Who did that one?
That was by oh god, what was the exact name again? That was a commission somebody did for oh god, it was something with moose. I'm actually not in touch with that. I have the credits link somewhere. Wait, hold on. I can find it. But how do I professional? I kind of did not expect to.
Don't worry, more professional than me in my scuffed stream.
It is Simple Moose.
Simple Moose.
Yeah, Simple Moose. It's not a detailed moose, it's a rather simple one.
Guess they don't have...
was the one who commissioned it, but Simple Moose was the one who actually drew and rigged that one. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So for the marathons, it's been since April that this past one was Mega Man. You've done Pokemon Heart Gold, but what are the other games that you've done as marathons?
So as for marathons, let me just quickly go back, but I can talk in the meantime. What I've otherwise done, basically the first one was the never-ending challenge, which really did feel never-ending. Let me just appear here real quick. Okay. With the 3 different games that I basically had to finish. Then afterwards, the next one that I did was a horror game themed one where basically, that one was also really fun. I had to play through Little Nightmares too. But specific donations would actually allow specific jump scares to appear on screen. I don't know if you've heard of Spooky's House of Jump Scares. Those little cardboard cards that go or like whatever sounds they make.
I have not.
Like one, and then it was like the Slenderman one. There was like basically all kinds of. Because I'm a very jumpy person, like unfortunately, I may be a creature of the spooky season, but especially being sensitive to noise means people basically had free permission to give me heart attacks, which they have definitely made the most of. And even worse, actually, is the fact that Little Nightmares 2 originally didn't work because I don't know why, actually. That was before my GPU went to shit. But I decided, okay, I'm gonna play, what was it, Outlast? And that is 1,000 times much more spooky of a horror game. I did not make it through the game. After a good 1.5 hours, I was just like, guys, if I continue this, I'm actually gonna die. I had to buy Little Nightmares 2 for the Nintendo Switch and just stream it that way.
Oh no!
But it sure was something. Then afterwards was the Pokemon one, where people basically it was a Nuzlocke where people can sabotage the run by either giving additional cells or like additional catches or non-catches per routes or like sell Pokemon or even reset the entire run, but that was like the most expensive one.
Yeah, that only happened once or twice.
More or less. And then afterwards I did the Magic Bat Wheel and then a month off, and then there was the Mega Man 1 playing from Mega Man 1 to 6. Well, there was crowd control, but also people could it was actually a really interesting idea. Basically at the beginning of each Mega Man game I can put one save state, but I cannot load or save that one myself. Viewers, however, can donate to save or load, and that was why?
Hey,
Why?
there you go.
Why? I'm gonna wait. Hold on. I appreciate it, but why here?
How much to reset the interview? That's a good question.
Don't give me a heart attack here.
So oh yes, you mentioned a G Fuel story that happened during one of these marathons that I apparently was not around for.
Yeah, you were around for the Pokemon one, but I guess one of the like 3 iconic jokes that just get repeated a lot with more or less well, basically there was this time where I was really sick. It's been many hours into the Pokemon challenge, and I said, I mean, that was around the time where I freshly got G Fuel for the first time. It was like the meme drink, and I needed something to desperately like, keep me awake. So I said, you know what? After Claire, if I actually manage her, whether I win or lose, I will just, you know, straight up snort a line of G Fuel. And yeah, I won, but went for it. One of my viewers actually was like, you know what? Want me to join up a coffee stick? Sure, went in call and just
Oh my god.
died. It was funny. There's definitely still a clip around of it too. It's probably one of my most viewed ones too, unfortunately, of all the things. Don't call it signature move! Chat, please! But it became somewhat of a meme.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to look that clip up. I didn't know that one happened. That I was there for a fair bit of the Pokemon run, but must have been sleeping for that one. That's just, gosh. I mean, I've done silly things like I sniffed pixie sticks one time with friends, just for
the
for
same
shits
thing.
and giggles. Yeah, I'd imagine it's about the same. Hopefully, it wasn't too painful. Did you at least feel energized off of it?
Yeah, I did. It's again, because you have taste buds in your nostril. It was pretty much just like, and because it was powder too, it was really just like taking like really concentrated energy drink. I sure was awake. Just the part where I like sneezed and then yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered adding that to the wheel, or is that just going to be a one-time thing?
I added that to the wheel, and when I did the 100 wheel thingy marathon, it actually didn't happen, but it happened during the Mega Man thing, where it just...
I keep missing these!
Yeah, you missed it.
Well, I'll have to definitely tune in for the next one to make sure I see that. So...
Let's hope it never happens again.
Are you comfortable saying what you might end up doing as future marathon streams? It doesn't need to be what you're necessarily doing next month, but do you have a short list of things that you're looking at?
Oh, it's funny. I'm a very professional streamer who definitely very professionally has a potential ideas.txt file. And I have all kinds of things in mind. One of them was, for example, a Dark Souls inspired one. But yes, there's a lot, actually. There's a lot. We'll see about that.
Well, definitely something to look forward to. You mentioned that outside of the marathons that you play a lot of Monster Hunter. Do you remember which Monster Hunter game was your first, and how did you get into it? Because I don't actually play Monster Hunter, but I see it streamed a fair bit. And obviously it is a series that has been around for a while, and it has a very, very loyal following. So what is your Monster Hunter story?
Oh, mine is quite funny. I used to, it was many years back, on the PSP days, on my way to school. One of my friends actually had Portable 2G for it, and I looked over his shoulder and it was just like, oh, that's a cool game. And he was like, hey, wanna borrow it? And I was like, sure. I played the game and I fucking hated it. It was like, this fucking garbage. The controls are clunky. It's yeah, all I have to do is gather. This is bullshit. The monsters are all dumb and the graphics are small, and I'm gonna develop carpal tunnel if I keep playing it. Spoiler, I have carpal tunnel to this day, so maybe. Anyway, I returned the game, and then one day, actually in a store, I saw a package for Frontier, which was basically a PC port, or rather a Nintendo PC port that they then turned into an own thing. It's basically, long story short, I saw the package and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. What is that? I get closer, it's Monster Hunter. And I don't know why. I guess it's because it was a new expansion, so all the previous ones were on discount. I was like, you know what? I might get it because it's cheap and whatever. I played the shit out of that one, and that's kind of how I got to, well, just actually give this series a fair chance, because the early game is always just gather, get some plants, do non-threatening herbivores and whatever until you get to the big boys, and yeah. And
Very
now I'm
nice.
here.
Yeah. Do you have a particular, I suppose, like favorite style or weapons?
I guess it depends on the game. Because weapons, unfortunately, with each generation tend to like get buffed, like nerfed or whatever. And so in fourth generation, I was a big fan of Charge Blade. All these names are not gonna say anything to you, but basically, sword and shield that turns into big axe, does big damage. Then it was bow, but then bow in the next game sucked, so I played gun lance. It's a lance with a gun attached, and basically I just switch it up depending on the game.
It's cool. Also, I always love weapons that just have extra guns attached. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, just there's a web series I'm fond of called Ruby, and there's just sort of a running joke line of it's also a gun.
Oh, I know exactly. I used to actually watch Ruby, but I gave up on it at some point. But definitely, they have some really cool weapon designs.
Yeah. So, in addition to Monster Hunter, retro games are something that are a bit of a passion for you, as we saw with the Mega Man ones. That those were it was 1 through 6. It wasn't like the modern ones. Are there any favorite retro games that you have, or are there ones that you have or haven't had a chance to stream yet?
I guess it's for retro games. It depends. There's a lot that I really like. I mean, thanks for the bonk. Anyway, I did grow up with of course, because both of my parents were actually gamers too. So I grew up with them. We had the NES, and basically anything from that point on, we just kind of had. And I guess one game that I really hold dear, if not only because of childhood memories, is Yoshi's Story for the N64.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, also stuff like Mario World, always playing that at my grandma's place. It's a lot of it's mostly, of course, Nintendo stuff. I'm thinking like what else there really was. Crash Bandicoot is also up there. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. So I sadly did not have gamer parents, so I had discovered gaming on my own. But I remember even before I owned a console, that whenever I would go to my cousin's house, they had an N64 with like 3 games. It was Mario Party, I think it was Super Mario 64, and Yoshi's Story was one of them. So I have good memories of just, whenever I would see my cousins, that we would usually play Yoshi's Story. I don't think we were ever able to get past like level 2 because we were all garbage at the game, but it was fun. It was still very fun, and I still remember the opening song, like da, 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 da.
Yeah. It's iconic.
Yeah, N64 is just it's a nostalgic thing for me. That I played a little bit of NES. That before they had the N64, they had a NES, and I think we always got to about level 3 of Super Mario World before we just died because we could never get past those mushrooms or anything. But
that reminds me, one memory that I had on the N64. I don't know how old I was. I was still in primary school, so like somewhere between 6 and 10. I guess it was like 6 or 7 years old. Because the memory card for the N64 didn't. I know what it was. I guess I didn't have the right one or whatever. I know I couldn't save Ocarina of Time. So
oh no!
My goal as a child, and I didn't know how long the game was. I was dumb enough to believe.
Oh no!
I thought the game was over once you have like all 3 funny rocks. So
yeah, about that.
I would always. What memory card? The little what? I'm pretty sure it was like a memory card. Like the little,
I don't think it had a separate memory card. I know it had an expansion pack at one point, but maybe the game.
I know there's like the thing on the front. I don't know it.
Oh, did
it? Okay, I think I remember. I could have sworn it had something like that because I'm not sure if it was it. Okay. Anyway, couldn't save the game. And I always tried to just like play it through in one day and then like turn the TV off and pray that my dad wouldn't notice. But like every night he would like sneak into my room and just turn the game off, and it always pissed me off. I just wanted to play through the game.
And did you ever get the 3 funny rocks and then realized, oh no, that's not the end, or did you not get that far?
Yes, at one point it happened, and it's just, oh no, what? Okay, fuck, I'm adult Link now. What now? And
What's
then I had
happening?
to play and go to school, and then he turned it off, and just Oh wait, no, it was. I think when I actually got the 3 funny rocks, that's the time where I was awake at like 3 in the morning, and he was scolding me when I was like, "Dad, I need to finish the game," and he actually knew the game was much longer than.
Oh, and he just let you
yeah.
do it.
He didn't know. He just knew that I left the console on, but I didn't tell him that I left. That I planned on finishing the whole.
People in chat are saying, tell Mori to turn on the stuff that you turned off.
Oh yeah, I have disabled notifications. I can turn them on right now. I just wasn't sure how much I should further disrupt the stream here because
it's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, I can replay what
honestly,
we missed
half the fun of this, I think, is letting chat mess with you on another stream.
Yeah. So 10 minutes ago, let me just replay it. We got Parcel F has gifted a sub to Snow and G Fuel as I was telling the story. And the other thing that I actually didn't see and the other thing that I didn't see because I was looking at your stream was apparently interview reset fun.
Interview reset fun.
And a raid and 100 bits of bad at line. Jesus fuck people.
Actually, you know what? Give me a minute. Where is it? Here we go. Live from twitch.tv, it's VTuber Talk. This week, our guest is Moriko Kyoho. It's all about to begin on VTuber Talk.
Well,
hello and welcome to VTuber Talk. I'm your host, Jay, and thank you so much for joining us today. For those of you who haven't been here before, VTuber Talk is designed after classic late-night talk shows. Everything here is live, casual, and the goal is to simply have fun conversations that'll entertain people who are already familiar with the guest while still being accessible for new fans. Please welcome my guest today, Moriko Kyoho, aka BatAtVideoGames. Yes, the boat! Now the question is, will we actually see the boat? We're here on this scenic river, searching for the elusive boat. Boat? Also, while that's going, I might as well, I think I've missed a couple of follows. No, wait, no, I didn't. Thought I had. Never mind. The boat! Please welcome to VTuber Talk, the boat. So, boat, you have a long and storied career. You've been, sailing this river for a whole 2 minutes now, probably. What is it like being a boat? Well, thank you for stopping by, Boat. I will see you some other time. Oh, Moriko, there you are.
hi. Yeah, sorry, I was late. I kind of, there was a boat in the way and I didn't want to interrupt the line.
You know how video games, oh my god.
You know when it's like an elderly person walking and you don't want to like walk faster than them?
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, yeah. I couldn't resist.
And here we go, chat trying to gaslight, muted. That happened last time. That happened in my last stream. We already mentioned that, but like keep in mind, they did that not for like 1 minute. They did that for a full 5 minutes.
They kept it up. They committed to the bit.
We gave him the boat instead of the smelly pad. Bye.
Oh dear. Well, outside of video games, one thing that I know you're really passionate about is Tokusatsu and Gundam. So, just Super Sentai, mechs and whatnot. So, I am admittedly not really familiar with Tokusatsu. Can you give me a bit of an education on that?
Okay. Where do I start? I mean, Tokusatsu in general are just all kind of series. I mean, that includes even kaiju stuff like Gojira or whatever. And can you hear the bit? Can you hear the text to speech, or is it just me?
I cannot hear the text to speech. It's just
okay.
you.
Because I'm streaming OBS, I wasn't sure if you can hear, but I just
Mhm.
heard the bot whisper in my ear, "Gaslighting doesn't exist." Thank you, really cool. Anyway, it's just basically any show that has like special effects. So anything that's between Power Rangers that I feel like most people are familiar with, or like Godzilla or whatever. I'm a big fan of that, either just because I don't know, it's both. I really like stuff that is so crappy that it's fun again. It's probably also why I'm not good with movies, but I can definitely appreciate a really bad one. So I feel like I watch more like bad, funny movies than like really good ones. At the same time, Tokusatsu though, they combine the shitty effects with actually, at least in my opinion, good stories about masked heroes saving the world, or like giant monsters destroying everything. It's the kind of stuff that just Pastel F has gifted a sub to gaslighting. And a monk. Okay, I see we're going all out.
Hey, chat just wants to be a guest on the show as well.
Basically, I grew up with that kind of stuff, and I could say something deep. I could say like, the way these masked heroes put on a mask and put on a show, no matter how silly it may be, it reminds me of VTubing and the reason why I started, or the fact that most of these stories are about a good ending and about heroes winning. I wish I could say something as deep as that, but really, I just enjoy a silly or partially cool story about people beating the shit out of others.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with liking just fun or silly stuff. One thing, I suppose, I think it counts as Tokusatsu. Have you seen the Japanese live-action Spider-Man series?
Yes!
I've only seen a couple of episodes, but it's one that really stands out to me because, you know Spider-Man from a lot of different things, and Spider-Man in a mech is not usually what you think of when you think of Spider-Man.
Exactly. I really love twists like that so much. And Spider-Man is like, yeah, no, I do. I mean, I must say, I never really got into Western comics. I tried a few times with Thor in particular. And I like him. I like a funny Northman and his big hammer, but I don't know, just something about the general comic style just kind of throws me off. So
I'm into a lot of nerdy things. Comics are one area that I've never really been able to get into. That I've seen plenty of the MCU films and whatnot, but the actual, trade comics are just so vast, and it's, all the different continuities, the worlds, and various iterations. There's a lot there, and I'm already watching so much other nerdy stuff that it's just something I haven't gotten around to.
Also, as somebody said, comics are impossible to get into, especially because it's been around for so long. And I feel like just getting into one franchise, either you get into the newest one, which might not be the, as a lot of people will say, oh, but I don't know, the 1970 version of this and that hero might be the best. And it's just it's always big fights or what and where you get into each series. I don't know, it's just not for me.
Yeah, there's a lot there, and just it's fun to hear from people who know about it, just their favorite ones, because it's like they're doing the curation for you. They pick out the best stuff and tell you about it, and it's like, oh, cool. Now I don't need to bother finding which one is good and reading it and then going through all of it, because now I can just have a friend tell me about all the coolest parts.
Hey, VTuber Talk, I just, one of my viewers is asking in my place here, VTuber Talk, how was your day?
It's been all right. Slept in a bit, relaxed, did a test stream, started this stream. It's been a little bit scuffed. Then we restarted the stream, and now we're here, and that's been my day.
Yay! Ay.
I've never had cross-channel chats before.
Me neither.
This is truly the next frontier, the newest development in streaming talk show technology.
We really are now something thinking with portals, but it also reminds me of actually the story of, about Yoko Meshi, if you don't mind me talking a little bit about that.
Please.
How I actually, the way Yozora and I met was actually magical. I was aware of her existence. I've been following her. I thought she was kind of cool. She probably did not know about me at all. But I was like, one day I'm gonna raid her now, and I'm gonna send my people to her. It's definitely not gonna leave a bad impression, but it's gonna be great. And then she's gonna know of me, and then I'm one step away from sliding into those DMs and getting those Rakuma titans. And you know what happened? The second I raided, exactly the second I pressed that button, and it actually happened, she was offline. So basically, I caught her exactly as she was.
She was ending stream. That's the worst.
No, she wasn't even ending. It already ended, like exactly then. So basically, I sent a bunch of people to an offline chat.
Oh.
And a lot of people thought that was really fucking funny, and I was like, no. But it's a very me thing to happen. Later on, she was calling me like, oh, I'm sorry that happened, haha. And funny enough, few days later, I didn't even stream that day. That's a big joke. She would raid for her entire stream. She would raid me, even though I didn't stream that day. Just like, here, have an offline raid.
So she returned the inactive stream rating favor.
Exactly. It became a little bit of like every time I had like some lurkers in my chat, I would just be like, fucking send those like 5 people over to her. It was a back and forth. And I think what's really funny, one day when you get partner, you have the ability to make like Twitch groups. It's never like that big of a deal. But she was like, she wanted to make a Twitch group to like just really have a bunch of shit posters together who can like bounce off ideas and just send views to one another. It's that's actually. And she approached, I was one of the first people she approached, and I decided to be the annoying NPC because I said, sure, I'm gonna join, but only if you have a good name. I don't want to be part of a group that that's like named after something I don't like. She didn't have any name in mind back then, so I basically gave her that quest, and what she wants is actually something short, something weeb, like something like one word that sticks out. So she first suggested Yamato or something like that, where I was like, Yozora, I speak Japanese fluently. You cannot name it Yamato. It's literally mountain. It's like, or rather, it's literally name. It's the equivalent of naming our group Paul. And so at some point, I actually suggested, hey, what about Yoko Meshi? Haha. Which literally means, I guess if it's translated literally, it means sideways rise. Also, sorry for stuttering, but I'm having TTS in my ear.
It's okay. No problem.
Basically, it's a phrase that means to struggle speaking another language. And I was suggesting it to make fun of her. Hey, if you want like a short Weewish name, haha, you funny Western girl, you. How about you name it after that? And she was like, oh, that's a good name. Let's go with that. And we have been.
And here we are.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, hey, I didn't think I was going to get the Yoko Meshi origin story today. That's awesome. Because I think that I had Shirara on before Yoko Meshi was a thing. And then I had Yozo on, it was probably a month or so after Yoko Meshi became a thing. It was relatively recent. And then I had Little S on like only a week or two later. It was pretty close. But just, I can see why you all get along well. That I think the description you gave of getting a bunch of shit posters together is very accurate. And I mean that in the best of ways.
Actually, wait, I just saw, how, wait, I just have to point out what's currently happening in case you didn't see it in your chat. I just want to say it out loud. Pascal has a tendency to give people, like random people, gift subs. As on this topic, that's why he gave a gift sub to Snort G Fuel earlier, and now there was like one gift sub to Gaslighting. We now have the Gaslighting _ in chat using the better clown emote, and I'm not even sure if they really have an idea what the fuck's going on. This account that's been around since 2015. Hi, I'm glad we were able to summon you, and it's absolutely, we got the John Gaslighting here. Can we actually swap interviews? Like, let's put him here and I can just leave. Like, it really doesn't get better than that, I feel.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Well, so, and who gave that sub? Was it Passel, you said?
Yeah, Passel gave a gift sub too.
Passel, thank you. Yep, getting called out on VTuber Talk. Reached level 2 summoner.
imagine you're just on a Twitch like somewhere and you just see, why did I get a gift sub to that channel that I've never heard of? And then
Oh,
that's beautiful.
Aconite VT, thank you so much for the raid. Raid in peace. Well, I can't guarantee peace here. It's scuff. It's chaotic. We've got cross-stream chats going, cross-stream bonking, cross-stream bit giving, and a voice just whispering in Moriko's ear that we can't hear over here.
It really is. I keep joking that but it's a mutual joke. I keep accusing Chad of being my schizo demon. Chad accuses me of being the schizo demon. In the end, all of us refuse to take our meds, so we really cannot say who is who. It really I like summarize the stream as well.
Oh dear. So did you know all of the members of Yoko Meshi prior to joining, or were a few of them introduced to you through that group?
So I knew Yozora before, and I knew Koopa before. I was aware of Shirada's existence, but I never talked to her before. I have had seen Eidos appear on my timeline before, but never talked to her before. And Little S is also someone that I've talked to before, but I never really befriended until then. So it's like half, and yeah, now here we are. Yeah, it's always a little bit risky to join groups where you don't know if you like really, but I felt like all of them made a good impression. Like even those I didn't know, I had the feeling that they were very epic and very gamer.
Yeah, and it certainly helped that since Yozora was the one that was organizing them, and that you knew her at the very least, that it wasn't like, all right, I know one random member but it was the person that was doing the organizing, so that probably helps, make it a bit more comfortable of, okay, I trust this person to invite people that are going to be a good fit for us and everything like that. Also, sorry, Pastel, I do not actually have affiliate. I've actively avoided affiliate because I want to make sure that my guests are the ones that get stuff, and two, it keeps the options for me opening to cross-platform streaming, which is something I've been looking into, which you can't do if you're affiliate.
I see.
Gosh, now they're doing Bat with the snake tail.
It's good. One thing I really love about Twitch over YouTube is just really the ability to have custom emotes and use them on other people's channels. It really makes you fun. And that's really heartwarming when you especially as a streamer. I'm not sure if you experience that whenever sometimes you see emotes of someone that you know, and it's just like, hey, it's that person, even though they're not here.
Yeah, they're really here in spirit via their emotes.
Exactly. Also, thanks for posting Little S's feed here. I thought the interview that Vtuber Talk had with him was gonna be enough, but no, I guess it's never enough.
Never enough feed in Little S. So popping back to Tokusatsu for a minute, do you have any favorite series?
I guess Garo is my all-time favorite, which is basically Toko more aimed at adults. It's a little bit darker, a little bit edgier, but it's very well done. I love the choreographies. I love the characters. Yeah.
So I've never heard of that one. How do you spell that?
Garo, Garo.
Because I'm just looking it up right now to get an idea of the visuals in this one. Ooh, okay. I'm seeing, that it's... Okay, yeah, it's like this super intense gold metallic face guy with a sword. That's neat. Yeah, I can see how this one definitely skew probably towards a bit of an older audience.
Exactly. It's definitely a lot bloodier and has a more serious story too. It actually touches upon a lot more adult topics, which I think is actually really cool, because a lot of other ones, don't get me wrong, the classics Super Sentai or Kamen Rider are already great, but at children, yeah, here we go, English. A child can watch them too, which is, again, nothing wrong with that, but it definitely...
it limits the content that they can discuss.
Exactly.
One Punch Man's Garo is better? Oh.
Oh, come on.
Do you remember what the first Tokusatsu series you ever saw was?
I think the first one. Are we allowed to just count Godzilla?
Yes, I think Godzilla goes into its own
yeah,
category.
yeah. I mean, oh hey, here we give up to VTuber talk. Let's go.
Oh, well, thank
but
you.
No. Okay, but if we don't count kaiju, if you only count regular, I guess really it's Super Sentai that I saw first. Like, you streaming yourself now? No. I'm sorry, there's so much going on here.
It's all right. It's all right. One sec, I'm just. Where are the? I mean, I've got them now. I need to use them.
Yo.
There we go.
Yeah, you got the wiggle.
Yeah, no, I love Wiggly Popplio, and just your take on it is fantastic. And actually, so once we finish Tokusatsu, I know what we can talk next. Yes,
right.
the Wigglies.
Yeah.
So sorry, you were saying the first Tokusatsu series you ever saw was
Yeah, Super Sentai actually. I'm pretty sure I saw some merch around, and that's just kind of how being a child. I was like a very tomboyish child. Like I like dinosaurs, I like anything where like people hit one another. I like wrestling. So of course that kind of stuff would also grab my attention.
Well, as the Wigglies continue to just overtake the chat, which honestly I'm okay with this. You have what I consider to be, bar none, the best Be Right Back screen.
Oh, hell yeah.
So hopefully I'm not going to lag out too much. Come on, OBS Studio, work with me here. This is going to work. Wow, holy
yeah,
yikes.
that's like,
figure out how to make
that was, 2 FPS, baby.
That was rough.
That was, yeah, I saw that.
I'm going to figure out, I don't know how to get that to work better. I will figure it out. Gosh, Less Heretic says they're gifting all of these shoujo.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh my god, it's awful.
Hey, who knows? Maybe you'll get a special guest of your own next time.
No, listen here. I have personal history with one viewer in particular having been that person is not, we were able to solve it, but one person may or may not have been a little bit too loudly shilling me towards Iron Mouse, and I've been like I had an aversion to her.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, I hope you understand that I'm like, oh no. That was...
Fortunately, I'm guessing they get a lot of random gift subs.
It was not a gift sub.
Oh dear.
It was awful. Yeah, I scolded that person to hell and back. We good now, but man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this Be Right Back screen, this Be Right Bat screen, like the first time I saw it, I was in awe that obviously I don't even get to have it in its full glory here, that this is just a still screen of it, that on yours it is everything in motion, and you have this delightful 8-bit arrangement of Carmel Dancing playing in the background. So you mentioned that this was a project, that this has evolved over time. It wasn't that it started this chaotic, it got there. How did this one start?
Okay, let's get to the very base of it. That is the ground, and that is actually all plushies you see on the shelf. I mean, it's on my Just Talking screen too. That's not too like BRB screen specific. I before my debut in February, I mean, I was streaming before my debut. I basically just cheated a little bit where I streamed with an older model, and then once I got a new one, the one that I currently got, I had a debut. But before that, I would always have one plushie on a table that would represent a game that I'm playing. It's why we have from left to right Stardew Valley Chicken, Zubat from Pokemon, Rathalos from Monster Hunter, a Yoshi amiibo, a Chao from Sonic Adventure, Kaguya Hodai-san from the Toho series. We have a little cat slime from Slime Rancher, Sumi, who is Sumi Panda channel on Twitch, who is basically also more or less the reason why I even started VTubing, because that now all goes like all the way further back, where she was like, "Oh man, haha, I don't live to the end. I made those models as a joke, haha." And I was like, "Oh, that's so fucking stupid. Let's go."
I didn't know that's how it started.
Yeah. Then we got a Hornet from Hollow Knight, and okay, that one, the very cursed joy
extended emote. Yeah, it's just kind of like a tube.
Yeah, that I used for stuff like Jackbox streams, basically, where like Quiplash or whatever. I would just have that on the table for like, you know, funny man streams. So that explains the plushie. I haven't like really updated them since the debut. I have a few more plushies that I now rather have on my head during streams. But yeah, as for the Be Right Bad screen. So let's go through it. So first, me lying on the floor and the whole caramel dancing thing, and it has strobe lights, like very subtle. I made sure it's not like, you know,
yeah, it's not
actually gonna be
a problem if you have epilepsy or anything, but it's just, you know,
make sure it's not strobe lights.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's based actually on a meme where I'm not even sure which platform it originated on. I'm very afraid that it might have origins on TikTok or whatever, where like somebody was laying on the floor and there was like music going on. I was like, man, that fucking rocks. And so I kind of decided to do my own version of it. Like, I basically, the version of me lying there, I doodled that in an hour and decided, you know what, let's put it there. I made sure to get a different perspective on the room. That took more than enough. And then, okay, so there is the polar bear that used to be on my old streams a lot in the background. We got the Rumi on the bottom left doing the orange justice. You can't see it, but she's technically doing it. We got Cat Jam and Rat Jam specifically because Chad really liked them. We got the Astolfo Beam plush hopping from left to right between the two posters. It's also an animated, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Also big meme, especially on the Discord, because somebody used to keep spamming an emote that was called Gay Hop, and we got Tux. It's hard to see right now, but we got the penguin behind the A. And another emote that I actually personally love, Walko. With the Quagsire on the bottom right.
Yes, Quagsire walk.
Yeah, but the latest one, the Wiggly, the original Wiggly, and not the one that I got going on in my chat, is one. It has a little bit of a special backstory too, because it's the latest edition. I was during the Pokemon Never-Ending stream, and there's a streamer called Nemu. I'm not sure if you're aware of her, like formerly known as Luna the Magic. Point is, she decided to rate me, which was okay, and she found about the challenge, was really enthusiastic about it, looked at what you can do, found out that you can like what you can redeem and whatnot. First, she sent me $10 and said, "Look into your DMs," which was very ominous from someone that you barely know.
Yeah, it says, "Look in your DMs."
And she basically sent me Wiggly, and just, you know, use that as plushie on your head. And it was just, okay, sure. That's also how later on he just became part of the Be Right Bad stream. But also what just really made Wiggly iconic over here is the fact that Nemo, in all her sadism, decided to later on reset my run. And she was like, how much would it be like to reset the run, haha, and then just immediately went for the throat after I was already, you know, like finally after on day 2 I was finally reaching the 4th gym badge. I was having hopes that maybe now I will have actual progress, and she just killed it all.
Incredible. Thank you, Nemo.
Yeah, and she kept spamming, "Welcome to hell."
And a legend was born. So, funny story, Wiggly Popplio actually has a history on my channel as well. So one of the first people I interviewed was, she goes by Phoebe, formerly Phoebe Chan Chibi. And she, like, when we were talking, just, you know, preparing stuff for the interview, doing a pre-interview and whatnot, at one point she sends me the Wiggly Popplio gif, and I'm just like, that's the most incredible thing ever. And we just had a laugh about it, and I was like, what if I made that the notification visual?
Yo.
So for that episode, and frankly, I'm a bit upset with myself that I didn't think to do it for this one. I really should have, but just for that, I swapped out all of the notification visuals so that, you know, when somebody followed or something, it would be Wiggly Popplio appearing instead of, you know, the little slider that I have right now. So Wiggly Popplio has been a guest on VTuber Talk.
That's amazing. He's a little celebrity just everywhere.
Yep. Actually, I mean, I wonder, can I change this while we're live?
Yo.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Live shit posting.
While I'm messing with some things on the back end, let's hear. So for Tokusatsu, you mentioned that this also sort of bleeds into Gundam as well.
Yeah.
Do you have a particularly favorite Gundam series? Because there are many Gundams.
Yeah, there's a lot of Gundam. I'm trying. Which one would I say is the best one? It's always hard because I really don't get, like, you know, I guess just. Iron Blooded Orphan is good, but I also just really like the film trilogy a lot. But I just like almost anyone's actually. And where Furby at? Come, guys! I'm trying to focus on the interview. Okay, hold on. I'm putting the Furby. You guys want the Furby? You guys get the Furby.
Okay, I think. Oh, also, I just realized that visual there is totally scuffed. Oops. Let me see if I can fix that. Let's get that fitted.
You get it.
Look,
Yeah.
no, not that. Didn't want the whole darn thing. Just wanted that. Please work. Why is it getting? Dang it!
Who asked for this? It was actually.
Oh, I know why that's working.
It was Rusty who just gave 100 bits and said Furby, please. So you know what? Here, have it. You got it. Speaking of the Furby, actually also has a little bit of a cursed backstory on my channel. I guess while you're setting it up, let me just stop punking me! Let me just tell you about this little fella that's here on the floor, just kind of hovering over the energy drink can. Because there's one artist, the Barracuda, who also, I guess she really has a thing for Furbies, and as much as I really like the art she draws of the me, she definitely likes making them as cursed. So even though the one that you see on the floor might be, you know, very harmless, there is a lot of, let's see, where are the other ones? Oh, here we have the. Oh, let me.
Whoa.
Wait, hold on. We got the. Welcome to hell.
Oh my god.
The long Furby.
Oh dear. By the way, chat, if somebody wants to follow, I think I've done it.
He did it. He may or may not have done it.
If it worked. Oh dang it! It's not on the right layer.
No.
We'll get it. 1 minute. I know what to
Streamer.
do. Okay, I think we should be good now. We should be good now. There we go.
No.
Yes. Success.
Let's go.
Making his triumphant return to VTuber Talk, Wiggly Popplio. Thank you, Stencil OST, Pidgeo2, and Yuki Soda for the follows.
The boy.
The Wiggle, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. I like seeing him.
Yeah, he's just so happy, so pure.
Right?
In a world full of cringe and scuff, we at least have Wiggly Popplio.
You know what makes him uncringe and unscuff? He has no bones.
Exactly. Let's see. Now, where were we before Popplio came to town? Gundam. That's right, Gundam, yes. Because I've seen about half of Gundam Seed, but Gundam just was not something I really grew up with. But one of my favorite, well, I would say it is my favorite anime of all time, takes some cues from Gundam, both in its use of mechs and a lot of politics, and that's Code Geass. I'm not sure if you've seen that one.
Yo, I have.
Yeah, I love that series. Just I like smart characters doing smart things, and Lelouch is a smart character doing smart things, and then there's also mechs.
The show could have had more mechs, but it was definitely good. Reject Gundam. For more than Wiggly.
Yes.
I want a Wiggly Gundam.
Oh my god, a Wiggly Gundam.
Could you imagine?
Like, a Gundam without bones, though. I don't know how it would work.
Yo, boneless Gundam.
And yes, we are Jibunwo now. This is, like... We're easily approaching probably the just... I don't know if it'd be the most cringe, but one of the most absurd episodes I've had. And I'm here for it. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you all so much for being part of this chat and for helping, you know, push this insanity into my channel. I do appreciate it. Really, I do.
You know what? I really enjoyed this interview, but I just saw a notification that Germa is online, so I think I'm leaving.
Oh, okay. Bye. So I guess, chat, I'll be interviewing you now. So, chat, how'd you all get into VTubers? I mean, it is kind of a special weekend that it's 1 year ago tomorrow, I think, or in the past couple days, that Whole Live English had their debut, and that's how a lot of people, myself included, fell into the rabbit hole. So definitely a nice occasion for that.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, okay. I guess it was a short stream.
It's not starting yet. And okay, let's see. What made my chat get into VTubers? I lost my sanity VTubers. I like turtles, and then I became one. Loneliness. I only watch cringe VTubers. Damn.
How did you get into VTubers?
Me?
Yes.
I really liked Kizuna Ai. And I also found a lot of JP indies before Hololive was even a thing. And I always thought that was really cool. And I was actually already more or less, I mean, okay, how to say that? Basically, it was like something I really wanted to do, but I didn't think I could do realistically, budget-wise and whatever. It seemed like, you know, this super highly technological wonder thing that, you know, I don't know, I had no idea how that whole thing worked, let alone how easily accessible Live 2D and all that stuff was. So watched a bunch of indies, and at some point when actually Sumi, again, that friend of mine, Sumi Panda channel, when she started tinkering with Live 2D and realized that she could basically make the first model as scuff as they wear. They had a lot of soul, and because I was already a streamer, but I was more of a, I mean, I think like a few words are still there. Basically, I just had nothing, no PNG, no nothing, just enjoy Monster Hunter gameplay or whatever while I ramble on. And I was like, you know what? Sure, just to send me that stuff over right now. I'm gonna stream as cringe bad, and now here I am, just like slowly building up what I have. It really is something that I enjoy a lot. It just feels natural in a weird way. Like I've always been a streamer, but now being able to like present myself as the me, it's good. It's good.
Indeed. Was there a moment where you realized, just, oh gosh, I'm enjoying this like even more than I thought, or just the first time that you found yourself really, I suppose, clicking with either chat or your model?
Oh, funny enough, I mean, I've been a streamer for a long time. My oldest Twitch that I recently unreleased, like a few months ago, unearthed, was actually something that survived Justin TV days and had one VOD.
Justin TV!
Yeah, there was one VOD of me doing pixel art from like 9 years ago.
Incredible.
But I've been a streamer for a long ass time, right? So it just kind of felt natural, and now being able to both had just, you know, like, I think the moment where like really clicked very early on is when I realized, hey, holy shit, I can put PNGs around, and I can just make stuff happen. I can, wait, hold on, let me just give you an example. I mean, what do I have here? Like, for example, I can just do that. I can just yeah. Here we go.
Actually, I'm gonna move us back to the main screen and hope that this doesn't chug along too poorly. I tested this beforehand. All right, that one was pretty smooth. That was fine.
Yeah,
There must be something, because I tested the transition to the split screen before stream, and it was fine. So I don't know what on earth happened there, but at least the return trip worked. But yes, you had the wonderful drink hat. That I guess Live 2D becoming more accessible really did change the game for VTubing, because in the days of Kizuna AI, you needed, special rigging and programs that people didn't really have access to unless you were paying like tens of thousands of dollars, that you needed to have this very specialized stuff. You couldn't just get VTube Studio online or anything. And the ability to just start getting these programs really have lowered the barrier to entry.
Exactly. I mean, a while ago, I actually got 2 people telling me, of all people, and I still am not over that. Like, I don't want to like make myself sound like a big deal, but hearing from 2 different people that I inspired them to start VTubing, because I guess partially through me, they realized, oh, hey, it's actually I guess a lot of people live under the misconception that it's super duper expensive or like whatever to get into VTubing, instead of just being able to like download the program, or like technically could like download VRoid right now and download it.
Yeah,
like, just speedrun it in like a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Goodness knows this show is, well, I'm not a VTuber, but this whole thing is put together with cardboard and duct tape.
Yeah, like all streams.
Obviously, saying there'll be 3 eventually, and that is really cool that you've been able to have that sort of impact on people. And it's something that I found a lot of VTubers end up having, that it's just sort of part of the just infectious energy, really, of streaming as a whole, because obviously it's not unique to just VTubers, that streaming begets streaming and streamers beget streamers, that people realize, hey, this looks like fun. Like, I bet I could have a lot of fun doing that too. And it has been cool over the past, 10 years or so, really seeing the rise of streaming, because, Twitch just had its 10th anniversary. I'm not sure offhand if that includes the years of Justin TV or not, but the fact
Probably
that,
not.
15 years ago, really, just this whole thing didn't exist. Any of it at all. Not just forget about VTubers, but streaming in general wasn't a thing. And now it's getting to the point where all those the years of people being told by their parents, you can't make a living off of video games, parents can't say that to their kids anymore.
It's do you know that image of that Japanese kid? He was basically he had to it was his English assignment, and he had to answer what his dream occupation would be. He wrote a pro gamer, and this teacher corrected it to programmer.
Oh. Well, hey, now you can be a pro gamer, or even just a not pro gamer. The fact that people are able to, just be these personalities, be these entertainers, and that you get anywhere, even small streamers that have single digits or tens of people, thousands of people, and that there are so many different personalities, and just who the heck needs, TV anymore? Who needs to actually, pay for cable or whatnot, when I can just get on YouTube or get on Twitch and have access to literally thousands of different channels.
And all these hot anime girls read my messages up.
Well, you're not wrong. That that is a thing, and just the ability for people to have this level of just interaction, customization, I think it's super cool. And that's honestly part of why I started this show, of just wanting to be able to spotlight different people, and also just be able to sort of give back to the community in my own way, because I knew I didn't want to be a VTuber, and I know that I don't have what it takes to be a regular full-time streamer, but I was like, once a week doing a show, I like to think I'm okay at talking and asking questions. Let's see how this goes. And well, so far I haven't driven this thing into the ground.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. You know that one, you've probably seen it on a lot of videos. You know that one like head pad emote with like realistic head reaching out?
Yep. Oh, of course.
You should really get a PNG for yourself. So I would redeem that shit right now.
I've sort of tinkered with the idea of like, would I want a visual? And honestly, I kind of just like being a disembodied voice. That just it helps one keep the focus on the guest because that's what the show is for. It's for the guest. But also part of it is that there isn't a visual that I've seen that I would be like, okay, I'm okay with this being quote unquote me.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. So who the fuck is out there posting a realistic hand emote?
In Lumi 2, Pat, I don't know. I've never seen that emote
not
before.
Realistic. It's just because it's so small. Anyway, let's go on.
Oh dear, where were we? So do you have any particular games that you've been meaning to get to that you're looking into for future streams, whether or not they be for the marathons?
There's many games. As for marathon, I don't know. I have a massive file that's called game ideas, and that's actually not a TXT. I don't know why the fuck I was using WordPad instead of Notepad. I'm very professional, but I have so many lines of just ideas and ideas and ideas. I would like to say, at least for creativity or for ideas, I'm definitely not gonna run out anytime soon. As for specifics, there's just so much. I want to do more of my community. I want to do more retro because I've been kind of abstaining from it more because of the novelty of being able to like record my Switch again. But so much, lots of stuff.
Do you have any dreams for future models?
I want to enter the third dimension. I want a 3D model and a good-looking one, and you know why?
Why?
And not only am I a very animated person, and I feel restricted, but you know why? I have this dream of just one day being able to nay in 3D, and it will
Oh my gosh!
So good. I just want to be able to do that.
The ultimate cringe streamer act.
Yes.
Now, if you do that, you're also going to have to do caramel dancing. You can't not.
Of course. But and I had this moment a while ago where this one 3D model artist was actually offering. It's like a really popular. It was the one that also did the one for Lumi and for what's his name? The one really Merryweather. Anyway. That one guy who makes this really good 3D models was accepting applications, and I, being dumb as fuck, thought it was first come first serve, and so I rushed the application. I feel so stupid because I didn't read the part where he said he's gonna look through all of them and go for the ones that he wants to do.
They're interested in.
Yeah, but I saw commissions are open. I opened the fucking Google.
Yep,
here,
and just got it in as quick as possible.
Yeah, and then it's like read. Why do you want it? It's like I want to hit a name in third dimension. Just like fucking press enter. Just I didn't get it.
Aww.
I didn't get it. One day.
Maybe someday.
I will.
Oh my gosh. I wonder what they must have thought when they read that. I was just like, did that at least give them like a moment's pause of maybe I should take this one?
I mean, it should stick out. Like, a lot of people are probably like, oh, I want to. I mean, nothing. Okay, what I'm about to say, there's nothing wrong with that. But, like, there's like the standard answer of, like, oh, I want to express myself. And as a VTuber, I want to make people smile. And just, like, it could have, like, gone that. Or I want to hit a native 30. And if I was that person, I would have chosen the one that sticks out.
I certainly can't accuse you of lying with an answer like that.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for the follows. Stay at Home Ghost, Trash on the Wind, and TK45546713.
Yeah.
What a name.
Oh no, that's
this is a joke, right? No.
History of rushing out half-ass applications. Oh yeah. It took me when you apply for Twitch Partner, you have to send like an essay basically. And
I knew that there was an application and that, you had developed certain things. I didn't know that there was an essay portion.
yeah, there was this portion where you just really have to like in detail, like, hello, I'm this and that. This is what I do on my channel. I stream that and that, and my goals are this. I do that for a community and blah blah blah, whatever you want, basically. But I looked and basically I got rejected 3 times when I was just like writing whatever the fuck I want. And then I looked up, and I hate to say it, but I already admitted that on stream, so I don't care. I already part of Twitch. You can't take it away from me. I looked at another streamer's application and just decided, oh, he just wrote a long ass fucking text. Actually, it was Vtuber, and I just took the general structure and just like imitated.
Incredible. Well, hey, first off, Poppy's been a guest of mine. I love Poppy. Great guy.
Yeah, no, Poppy is great. He is really great. But it's just so funny. But when I took like his approach of just like slowly like doing the for the community and blah blah shared like whatever. That's that's when I got it. But because I was about to say I wrote so many lines of absolute bullshit. I was convinced that if I get rejected one more time, the next application I'm gonna set is just gonna be the word give.
Hey, if at that point you just have to be experimenting. You're like, okay, we've done one extreme, now let's try the other.
Yeah.
Poppy gonna copyright strike Bat.
He already knows. He already laughed at me.
Oh yeah, I bet he was probably proud.
Yeah.
Goodness. Let's see. So yesterday you were playing. It was Shovel Knight, not Hollow Knight.
Yeah. I keep saying Hollow Knight too. It's actually Shovel Knight.
Which is exactly where I had to pause. I was like, wait a minute, which night was it? So
thanks, Pastor, for the gifts up to give.
Oh dear. What is the craziest gift sub that you've seen?
There was one. Okay, we have a little thing going on where okay, it's weird. It's basically this animation of where I put my hair on, and I'm not even sure if the word yoinky SPLOINKY has any meaning to you, but it's this guy like shaking his leg and like it's this weird gif. That's what I use for a shit post and it has basically audio like, bad, hit that yoinky SPLOINKY please, and it ends up with like Shulk from Xenoblade screaming ah, and every time it plays, because it's a redeem during my Xenoblade streams, everybody in chat also tends to like type like all caps ah, and one time Pazzle gave out a gift sub to a right, and that person appeared on stream. I mean, we had the same situation with like Gaslight today, but like that was the first time it's ever happened, and he was just like, guys, where did I get a gift sub? A cool emotes, by the way. He appeared the next day to post an emote and left again.
Hey, like, what a Chad. What a Chad. Just, popping in, using the emote that they were given. Wait, he became a regular viewer? AS is saying that he became a regular viewer. I
mean, AS is mod, so you should know, but like, I've seen him like once or twice ever since, but if he's like a regular, it's even better.
That's incredible. Hey, that's one way to pull people into the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Like, just literally shove them in. Here, you have a gift sub now. See you in chat.
Really, I really hope I'm not anyone's first exposure to VTubers. Everybody who has first exposure for me must hate VTubers now.
Either that or love them. That just, yeah, you might not be what your average VTuber is, but that's the whole glory of it all. The fact that people can have these different personas and just that anyone is able to enjoy it, because it's just, honestly, it's another way to be a streamer, to be a content creator, and that it's good that people aren't limiting themselves to the, quote unquote, idol trope. And no, there's nothing wrong with those that do that. A lot of people want to be idols. That's totally fine. That's cool. But the fact that there's able to be that flexibility, and that there very obviously is an audience for every type of VTuber, is part of what makes it all so fun.
Thanks, Basil, for the gifts up to Jake. No, but what I meant to say, and as I said, the cool part, whether you like more like to have them in the background, like whatever, or like a more professional experience, like whatever Hololive or whatever, or like there's so many different indies. There's really, that's why I don't get why there's like some people who like really go out there like hating specific VTubers, when it's like I feel like a VTuber for everyone, like at least everyone who's willing to watch streams. I'm also thinking about one viewer, Yuki Soda, who happens to be here, who told me one day how he found me, or why he's even like still sticking around. It's because he was more used to the corporate approach, right? Where you know, certain things are just a no-no, and it's like a little bit more, how do you say that? It's not curated almost. I don't know. I don't want to shit on like, you know, corpus too much. But
Yuki Soda, I see you.
Yeah, I see him going, oh no. But it's just so funny because I have a redeem at the neutral special where basically I just pull out this realistic gun. I mean, I can do it literally right now. I just love.
Yeah, you used it earlier. You were threatening chat.
Yeah, exactly, and I can do it again. Point being, it was one of the first things he saw, and you know, and he was just like, you know, jokingly typing, "Guns are bad," and then, you know, I just like, "Oh, you fucking pussy." And I guess because you would not hear that. You would not hear that from a corpo, right? You would not have a VTuber call you a fucking pussy for the statement.
Yeah.
So
also, did you see the most recent gift sub?
Oh, we got oh my god, Rusty, thanks for the gift sub too. YOINKY SPLOINKY. And sorry for calling you out here, but it's just really a good example of how I guess the climate around like certain is different than people want me to hate that YOINKY SPLOINKY, but there is no audio. I can do it without audio right now, but like
I mean, if you can send me the audio, I can play it in mine, I suppose.
I can send you the entire video. Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. We got. Oh. Where did I put it? Is it?
Please stand by.
Professional streamer added again.
Yep. You know it. Only the best here at VTuber Talk.
When are you gonna invite a good streamer?
I don't know. Last week, next week, maybe. Not this week.
Understandable. All right. Looking through my folder and I just see so much bullshit. I just see so much bullshit right now, bros.
Cross account YOINKY SPLOINKY. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's spread the YOINKY SPLOINKY. Oh my god, what did I fucking save it? Can you play YouTube videos on your stream?
I can probably just add a window capture, yeah.
Oh, let's go. Okay, let's just make it even easier.
Little
there.
Audio and everything.
Yeah. Time for that channel plug here. This is no longer an interview.
Nope, absolutely not. This is now a media share show.
Here we go. Okay.
All right, and I just got to set this up, make sure that...
The link is not for you.
All right, let's see here. All right, so that over here.
It was not for your eyes. Come on.
All right, so we're gonna add display capture. I'm just gonna call it YOINKY. All right, let's see here. Nope. Oh, well, there goes all that.
What?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
What? Yeah.
1 second. I'm gonna make that go away for a moment while I.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. This is a mess. Play window. Which window? There we go. All right, now what I'm gonna need to do is at least make it fit. So let's see here. Fit to screen. We're gonna make it a little bit smaller there.
Professional streamer.
This is, like I said, only the best here on VTuber Talk. Okay, I think I've got what will mostly take care of it. So you're gonna put that there. Put that there.
Maybe from Moriko copyright strikes you?
Oh God. Okay, let's see here. So there we go. Oh wait, I need to hold on. I need to pause that BGM. I hope the audio comes through. I'm not sure if I have it set for that.
Oh no. Talk Shama.
Is the sound coming through? Did the sound come through on that? Oh, it's muted. Darn it.
Ended up with no audio anyway.
Ended up with no audio anyways. Oh no. We can hear it in our mind. Hey, at least I heard it, so now I've seen it.
Can we get some touchies?
Oh dear. Oh dear. For everyone's sanity, I'm gonna just leave it at that. But what I will do is I will share the link in chat. There we go. All right. Why is it not letting me paste that in there? Why is the
next boat again?
Oh dear.
When are you getting your own boat?
I do need to buy a boat. I do need to buy a boat. God. Well, you can just search. It's literally just YOINKY SPLOINKY on BatAtVideoGames' YouTube channel. Oh my goodness.
Why can you not set anything on your own channel?
For some reason, it's not letting me paste.
Yo.
Just the scuff boat, the scuff stream, the scuff YOINKY SPLOINKY. What a day. What a day. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Don't. Okay, listen here. If chat is now demanding, keep in mind they've already seen it at least 10 times each.
Oh, I'm sure. Hey, no.
Yeah.
No, honestly, what it's going to be now is this is now the incentive for them to come to your stream later because you're streaming later today.
Yeah, I am. But there will be no YOINKY SPLOINKY.
Oh, no YOINKY SPLOINKY. Well, no, what you need to say is there might be YOINKY SPLOINKY. That way it gets them in the door.
All right. There is a slight the possibility of a yoink of sploink.
Yes, even if that the possibility is 0.00001%, but there's a chance, and it's all about that chance.
Oh, it's like gotcha.
Yes, precisely.
Ah.
Oh gosh, one of my previous guests actually implemented a gotcha redeem recently, where basically people can use their channel points, and it opens a chest on the screen, and it's an actual card, and they have like an RNG running with drop odds, and it's just them and a bunch of their friends, and like sliced ham and other random things, but they have actually implemented a full-on gotcha mechanic in their stream. So
it's funny I can consider something like that, but I also am known as a streamer who like really hates gotcha.
Oh wait, also I forgot to turn the BGM back on.
How could you?
There we go.
People heard my naked voice.
Hopefully Bat won't just, like ban me from her channel after this.
Already done.
Oh no! It's ruined! Oh dear. Do you have anything that you want to eventually see added to your channel other than your model? Are there like different features or redeems that you've been looking into?
Oh, okay, listen, last night I had actually 2 nights ago, I had an epiphany for a secondary Be Right Back screen. and it's gonna be a real mess. And I'm not even sure if I can describe it in words or if I should spoil. But basically, I've been getting into 3D modeling now. I officially was able to make a sphere in Blender, and I'm telling you, I'm slowly getting there.
Oh boy, a sphere. Now anything is possible.
Yeah, and once I get myself, no matter how crappy it looks and done, how's MMD? You know what? I don't know if you're aware of MMD, Miku Dance.
I do know MMD.
Okay, goody. But I was like, by a lot of people are like, you can just kind of do whatever there as long as you use bases. Turns out there is no base for long, beautiful ears like I do, and all wings look absolutely garbage. So I would have to model these two parts myself and have that mix like whatever base I could use. And also there's no good ponchos, so that's why I decided, you know what, I might as well just completely start from scratch and make my own one. It's not supposed to look good, it's just supposed to work. So here I am now officially learning 3D modeling, all because MMD bases are some fucking dog shit.
Well, there you go. It all starts somewhere.
Yeah.
That's been one thing that I've seen actually happening, that more and more people are learning 3D modeling, partially out of just curiosity or wanting to be able to, especially artists, be able to expand their portfolios that way. But then other people are just like, I want to create something dumb, and I don't want to ask anyone else to make the dumb thing. I want to make this dumb thing myself.
You can't just like casually ask someone, hey, can you make a 3D model for me? Haha. It's not... maybe he like have a super big audience reach, but no.
Yeah. Oh dear. So, well, when are we gonna have you? If you can make a sphere, first off, will we have a sphere in the chat? We've made things out of less. We can do something with a sphere, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. The other option would be, the goal is to find a 3D boat model in Blender. I don't know, but I'm sure there's boat models in Blender. That's a generic enough thing.
Oh no, BatAtVideoGames are real.
Just take the boat, put the googly eyes on it, paint it black and purple.
Perfect. Literally me.
But goodness. Sorry, I'm usually good at keeping things going, but just after all of the insanity with this in chat, I'm losing my train of thought here. So congratulations, chat. You've basically broken me at this point. I'm not even sure what is going on here anymore.
YouTuber talk, mind break arc, baby.
Oh dear. We did it, Reddit. But we are actually getting toward the end of the show, so I've managed to keep myself together, but gosh, this has been a trip. And just chat, in all seriousness, like some weeks chat is around, some weeks chat is just a bit slow and just vibing with the guest or anything. This is by far the most active chat has been on one of my shows, and I do seriously appreciate all of you just coming in, bringing your wiggly emotes, getting in on all the memes, harassing my guest.
Hold on, you're not supposed to be nice to him.
Oh, and Threaded Box, thank you for the donation. Half of that's gonna go to Bat.
No.
Yes, you can't stop me.
I can donate to 250 again.
Dang it, no. Oh dear. Well, anyways, so it's weird to think about it, but we're getting near the end of 2021. Do you have any goals that you want to accomplish, or just, something that you want to do by the end of the year?
It's funny. You see my debut slides, actually. When I had my proper, like in air quotes proper, it actually fucking sucked debut in February. I had these goals, and I was much more, and I hate to say it, shy back then, right? But it was
honestly,
just
did you record your debut stream? Is that something we can go back and look, or is it lost to the ages?
Okay, listen here. I archive pretty much everything since my debut, but I actually recently unlisted my debut because I was so embarrassed. A lot of people have been digging it out.
Because the idea of you as shy, I can sort of imagine it. But
No.
it
Out of
still
character.
is just sort of a fascinating thought of, gosh, Bat then and Bat now.
Yeah, I was just again, it's not like I was like inexperienced like streaming, but I was inexperienced of like having more than 5 people around. I was inexperienced like YouTubing. I was inexperienced like actually trying basically. Before that was just like I'm putting on a video game, friends join, and like every once in a while like a fucking stranger will join, and usually they leave too. But you know, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take it serious. Like I want to take my goal was to just really I want to stream more actively because there were a lot of days before where I was just like, oh, I don't want to stream today, I just don't feel like it. So I was like, I'm gonna stream 5 days a week, originally 2 hours only, because that's what worked.
Oh, that didn't last long.
Yeah, no, like because of my work, that was like the only way I could stream at all is to just like 2 hours. And so I was like, okay, if I can only stream 2 hours, I might as well just make it 5 days. Yeah, now I'm at average 6+ hours in 5 days, but but my goals were really improve my English, which is apparently I still have a lot to work on. I noticed it myself. I have a very thick accent, but I
think you're doing just fine. Like certainly in terms of vocabulary, that you are just fine. And accent is an accent. I don't think anyone really cares about that. That you don't have a problem communicating.
Yeah, but my goal, and that's something a lot of people are really, really pissed off about, is I want to practice my English to the point where I am, as dumb as it sounds, I want to be indistinguishable from the average Northern American person. And then I was like, no, don't lose your accent. It's the only reason I watch you. What the fuck? No, at least in terms of vocabulary, it's definitely better. Like my slides are pretty much improved my English. It's a little bit better, but still a lot to work on. Become less shy, / a better speaker. I guess I can speak just fine. Improve my art is still something I work on. And then it's like the one, make people smile, .. exclamation mark, which is, yeah, oh boy. I mean, I guess that was really my goal with YouTubing from the get-go is, again, this is it's like I don't know, I want world peace kind of answer, like the generic as what do you wish, but like in for streaming rather, where it's just, but like I want to have a stream where people can just check in, vibe and whatever, and maybe get a little bit of a hey out. And last one was, what was it again? Afford better equipment one day, and certainly I don't have a microphone in a cup anymore that I dug out from years ago. I actually have even a stream board, and I'm actually getting some new stuff next week so I can have better tracking. So I'm slowly getting to where I wanted to be, and it's just like, wow, I need new goals.
Yeah. You're gonna have to figure out something for 2022, because like seriously, and I don't mean it as flattery, that just I think you've done a really good job of accomplishing your goals, and that this year, it seems, it's been another weird year. Hasn't been as god-awful as 2020 for the most part, but it's still been a weird year. But I feel like a lot of VTubers have fortunately been able to really, run with it this past year, and that there was the big boom with everything last year, and it definitely continued in this year, but now we're seeing a lot of people really hitting their stride of just, all right, late last year, early this year, people were, just getting their bearings, trying to figure out streams that working with PNGs, and then you see people go from PNG to 2D to 3D, and just that sort of evolution over time, and it's been really fun to watch.
Exactly. It's really great to see how it becomes more accessible, more affordable for a lot of people, more widespread, and even like outside of just models, like the way like assets are now more widespread and well, it's really cool. Plugins too. People are really like, even the creator of YouTube Studio, Denshi, originally like didn't do it full time, but now can do it because of like big VTuber boom. If there's one thing I love about the VTuber boom, is the fact that no matter what you can do, whether you're a programmer like Denshi, whether you are an artist, like it doesn't even have to be live 2D. Like even if you like do regular art, a lot of artists are getting more commissions now. If you can do, backgrounds, layouts, if you can do, models, so like splicing images apart, if you can do rigging, and rigging doesn't even need artistic talent. what else is it? Like, if you're like a streamer, like I used to be, like you can now just enhance that whole, like no matter what it is. If you work with music, lots of people are getting commissions for BGMs and whatever. 2D art, 3D art, there's just so much basically. There's almost no area for creative stuff. Or like even people who do like clipping and all, as long as they're like, you know, properly edited, like video editing too, like fuck, there, it just has no end. The fact that it's just such a big area.
It's gone and just galvanized creatives across the board. And like you said, even for people who aren't VTubers, like there's me, not a VTuber, and that there's plenty of the artists out there, the people who make overlays that don't actually stream themselves, but because VTubers have grown, that they've been able to grow as well, that they've been able to, you know, do more art, they've been able to get more commissions, and that it's definitely a rising tide lifts all ships scenario.
Yeah. No, it's just really cool, because I also know lots of like regular artists who just like, you know, they draw like, I don't know, some as a hobby. They've been getting more commissions because of VTubers. It's just really nice to see how many people, or like people are like otherwise have kind of just done nothing, like picked up like hobbies because of it. It's so cool.
Yeah, and it's definitely something that I certainly think VTubing is not a fad. VTubing is here to stay, but it's going to be interesting to see how it grows in the next couple of years, because I think we're going to get to the point in probably not next year, but I would say in the next 2 to 3 years where VTubing becomes a even less niche thing, and that being a VTuber is just another form of being a normal streamer. And obviously it already is that, but that I think the general public is going to eventually realize that right now the general public's perception is, oh, it's a bunch of anime girls. But I think that as it continues to get bigger and more widespread and more diverse, that people are going to realize, oh, it's just streamers doing their thing. And yeah, it may sort of have its roots in maybe a bit of idol culture and whatnot, but that at the end of the day, this is just another way of doing content creation, and that it will hopefully work away at some of the stigma that some people who don't understand VTubing sort of associate with it.
It's funny you mentioned that, because as coordinator was pointing out, are you I mean, you're pointing like definitely in the future, I also feel like it's gonna be more of a common thing. Right now, even though it's as big as it, you know, could, as it's ever been, it will probably still get bigger. The morning show actually had recently, was it morning show, like another like Britbong show, had a little segment about VTubers, and it was talking about how they're fully synthetic beings and basically treating VTubers like they're
like their AI, their AI. Yeah, and this was the BBC one, right?
Yeah, was it BBC? I don't know.
Maybe it was a different one, but VShojo had a
that
segment
was not the
on.
one.
Oh, okay, it's a different one then.
Yeah, it was a separate one.
All right, but the thing that gets me for VShojo's BBC segment, whoever was editing everything messed up the little chyron on the bottom, and so when Gunrun, the CEO of VShojo, was doing a little segment and talking, the little bar at the bottom did not say, Justin Gunrun, I'm blanking on his last name, but it didn't have his name. It said Apricot, VTuber. So they apparently changed it on, like, they rebroadcast that segment a couple times throughout the day. But for the first airing of the segment, they had it wrong, so anyone who was just watching that would think, oh, Apricot is actually a guy behind all of it.
That's amazing. You know, I love, it makes me sad actually that so many people assume that, like the normal opinion of VTubers that, it's just like 40-year-old, like 50-year-old men pretending to be girls, because honestly, I wish it was true. Those are some talented, like 40, 50-year-old men.
Gosh, how do you get your voice up there? I've heard of, voice filters, but dang, that voice filter is really good.
Could you imagine, like, the mental image of like all these like old men just like having like all these like girl manners, just like like cutifying themselves up on the internet. I don't know why. Yep. I just like that. I don't know why. It's a wholesome image in my mind.
Yeah, so I haven't seen this other one that says they're fully synthetic beings. Oh dear. I've been talking with AI this entire time and never knew.
Yeah, I mean, we're two-dimensional. What do you expect us to be?
Oh dear. What a mess. What a mess. So, gosh, we've been at this for 2 hours now.
Yeah. I'm not sure how long you average interviews are, but I hope we're not overextending.
No, this is fine. That my usual shows go about 2.5 hours, so we are right on schedule. If anything, I wanted to make sure that, we're wrapping up before you have your stream. That way you have a chance to rest up, get some food, and prep everything there.
I have actually a lot to prepare, and it's in 1 hour. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Well, before we go, the last question I always ask my guests is, what does being a VTuber mean to you? And we've sort of gotten on this in these last few minutes here. And basically that is not what is the definition of a VTuber, but what does being a VTuber mean to you? Some have said it's, just a mask. It's a tool for them as a content creator, a very sort of clinical answer, and that's fine. Others have said it's let them get in touch with their inner child, or that it's let them become someone or something that they never thought they could be in real life. And where in that spectrum or in any other different direction is your answer, Moriko?
Fun.
Honestly, that's a fair answer.
I really don't have, I really feel like there's no deep answer. I just enjoy it. It's as simple as it can be. Life is already shit enough as is, right? Like, you do so many things you don't want to do. Like, why not at least? And it's like the one thing where it can be like, hey, I enjoy doing it. I want to do it. That's fun. Things are fun. Yeah.
Hey, that's why I started the show. That just fun, a bit of boredom and wanting to be able to not be bored.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, that feels like a very, that is a very fitting answer. That's one of the fun things, and kind of why I asked that question, because it's cool hearing everyone's different things. And I feel like every time I get an answer, I think about it for a moment and I say, given what I know about this person, that answer fits. And your answer very much fits. And I think you do a great job of bringing fun into your streams, of just facilitating chat's BS just enough and making it so that they have fun and that you're able to have fun too. And it's just a delight. You can definitely expect to continue seeing me in chat as well. Thank you again for being here. Thank you, chat, again for helping bring just the special Moriko brand of chaos into my show today. You all have been the guest, like the secondary guest yourselves today, and it's been wonderful. Like I said, I've never had cross-stream donations and redeems happening before. We did a, super scuffed reaction or media share. I switched my follow notification, and I have to remember to change that back, or maybe I'll just leave it. I don't know. We'll find out. Tune in next week and you'll find out if I changed it or not. There you go. How's that for a hook?
Actually, are you willing to tell us who's going to be next week's person?
You know what? Sure. I usually announce on Twitter, but you asked nicely, so I'll let you know. Want to make sure I get the pronunciation of the last name right. It's actually someone who is very different from you, but always forget how their last name is pronounced. So, are you familiar with a VTuber group called Fuatopia?
Nope.
So Fuatopia is a VTuber group that is all about just comfy, family-friendly content. And I've actually had a couple people from Fuatopia on before. Captain Krabs.
Captain Krabs from there.
Yeah. Well, Captain Krabs actually just joined. That he's part of their second generation. Phoebe, who I mentioned earlier, is also part of them. I've also had Yami. And next week, I'm actually going to have the leader of Fuatopia, Hoshi Yumekawa. So that is going to be my guest next week.
I have a question. Why did you say they're very different from me? I am also very family.
Yeah. Can't even say it without laughing. Well,
All
I
right.
suppose you are not the least family-friendly streamer I've had on here. Don't worry about that, though. I've had Poppy on.
You've had little S.
I've had Little S on, yes. But yes, if you want to keep up with Mia, you can follow me here on Twitch or on Twitter. If for some reason you're not already following Moriko, you can follow her on Twitch and Twitter. Links are right there as well. Oh, okay, yeah. Scratch that. Sorry, reverse it. Don't follow her. Whatever you do, don't follow Moriko. She's not gonna have a good time. She doesn't need more people bonking her. Don't follow her. Let's see, are there any last people that I haven't thanked for following yet? X-Rock and Garrich7. I think I got Squirrel RK. If not, Squirrel RK, thank you as well. Thank you for being here, for bringing Wiggly Popplio into the chat. Oh, we got one more. We've got Meowjin. And yeah, so I will be back next week with another show. Moriko, again, thank you. I'm going to let you go. That way you're able to prepare for everything. So, Laxper VT, you get the last thanks of the day, because this has been VTuber Talk. I'm Jay. She's Moriko. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I will see you all next time.
Yep, thank you for hanging out with me.